All right. Hello, everyone. This is the 20th episode of the Bloomers podcast, and look at where I'm at, man. Look, I'll move out of the way so you can see this. There's a freaking swimming pool behind me, man. But yeah, I'm in Bahrain for vacation, obviously. And for those of you who don't know, Bahrain is like a country in the middle of the Middle East. It's like in between. There's Saudi Arabia on the left side, and then there's like the I don't know, Doha and whatever, Dubai, all these. Not those are obviously the cities, but I'm talking about the countries. I'm just stuttering. I can't say the names right now, but it's like in the middle of the Middle East. It's an island surrounded by water. So I think that's a pretty good description of where this place is. You can search it up on Google if you're that curious, but. Yeah, man, there's a freaking swimming pool behind me. I'm staying at my uncle and aunt's house, and yeah, they live here. They're living here for a bit, and we're visiting. And you can see I'm using my freaking phone as my mic because I tried setting up my GoPro with the camera and stuff, but it just didn't work. It's, I'll just use this camera, the MacBook camera, and my voice memo on my phone to record my audio. But yeah, dude, it has been such a nice vacation so far. One of the best ones I've had in my entire life. And yeah, Bahrain is a beautiful place. It's like India or Pakistan, but not India, but it's like Pakistan if it had if the poverty was a lot lower, and it was more tropical, and it had a better economy. This is what Bahrain's like. For anyone who's been to Pakistan, they know what it's like over there. But yeah, it's the Middle East. You can't really go wrong with the Middle East. It's all really cool and stuff, But there isn't really like much of a culture, from what I see. So I'm sorry if I offend any people from Bahrain, but from what I see, there isn't much of a culture. There is a large mix of different Muslim races. Like there's a lot of people from Pakistan, people from I think India too, Syria, basically a bunch of different Muslim countries. There's everyone combined, and then 20% of the population, from what my family has told me, 20% of the population are actually locals. So it's kind of cool. It's like a combination of a bunch of different Muslim countries, a bunch of people from the different Muslim countries combined into one place, which I think is pretty cool. It's kind of like, for people who don't know, I'm from Canada, so it's kind of like, in a way, it's kind of like Canada because it's so diverse in that way. But I love the weather, man. The weather, it's like plus normally 30 to 40 right now, in between there. And coming from Canada and since October, bro, it's been max of plus 20 5 times maybe. So finally coming here and experiencing this, and the air is really humid too. In Canada there isn't that much the air isn't that humid, right? So coming here and experiencing, right after you step out of the airport, it's like you're walking into freaking Hawaii. It's like that humid. Obviously, because it's an island, it's surrounded by water, it's going to be more humid than Canada, which is just a freaking huge piece of land. But we've gone to beaches, we've gone to malls, but dude, the malls are absolutely insane. If you think any mall in North America is good, you're tripping, because the malls here are next level. Yeah, beaches, malls, restaurants. Oh, and the thing about food here is that everything's halal. So there's Five Guys is the place we went to because I really wanted to eat there. And oh my god, dude, Five Guys is the best burger place I've had. The best burger place I know of. The burgers are really good. Because I had them here finally. And yeah, there's what are some other places? We went to McDonald's too because you got to do that. don't have McDonald's in Canada because obviously it's not halal. And there are other restaurants that people don't know that aren't in Canada and Bahrain that we've gone to. But the food is really good. There isn't like a set like cultural food for Bahrain. Holy crap. There isn't like a set cultural food for Bahrain, but it's really good. The food here is really good. It's a bunch of different cultures, right? So like yesterday we had Turkish food. That was really good. And there's again food from Pakistan and all these different places. And yeah, that's that. And oh my god, now I gotta get into my family here. So I mentioned this just a little second ago that my aunt and uncle live here, and my aunt is like my mom's sister, and my uncle is just, we call him uncle because he's not like blood related because he's obviously from the different. He's not a cousin. My family doesn't do cousin marriages, but anyways, these people, man, they're the best people I know. Outside of my immediate family, they're next because they're just they're like the most genuine people you can meet, and you can tell by the way the adults, the way the adults treat you. This is something that me and my uncle talked about, which I'll get into more later, but a way you can tell how much people care about you or how much people love you is by how they spend their money on you. And we live in a materialistic world because money pretty much drives everything, and that's how we survive. That's how we have a good life. And you can tell, just like the people who are reluctant to spend money on you, or they're stingy, or you go out with them and they're like, oh, I forgot my wallet or something like that. See that bird? Anyways, those people, they don't genuinely care for you or love you. You can tell when someone genuinely cares for you or loves you when they want to, provide you with the best, and they want to make sure you're always not hungry, and that you're well fed, and that whenever you go out somewhere, like my family here, they're whenever we go out somewhere, they're like, "Are you sure you don't want anything else?" They're always asking, "Do you want anything? Are you hungry? Are you full?" So that's really what love is, man. And like, for example, this. That's not all what love is, but that's a big part of what love is. People spending their money on you. But yeah, this right here, this phone case, they also bought for me, and it's really nice. It has this pop socket thing. I forgot what it's called. And then like, there's this thing where you can cover your camera. And I had a case like this when I was with my first iPod, and yeah, I like it a lot. It's very solid. But anyways, yeah, money, how people spend their money on you can tell you a lot about who they really are to you, And you can apply that to your own life. Think about right now, the people who care for you the most spend their money on you like you're their own family. Like you're their own family. Like your parents probably, most likely, care for you a lot, and they spend their money on you like just like that, And here I really don't feel like I have to play a character or I have to be someone I'm not, because the way we treat each other and talk with each other, it's just like you were at home with your parents or you're at home with your sibling. It's awesome, man. My uncle and aunt have really raised my cousins really well over here. And I'm grateful for them because they not only have treated us well here, but in the past 2 trips we've had to Pakistan, which were in 2017 and 2019, they've been like our biggest, what do you call it? Like we've had a lot of fun with them, right? Because my uncle has basically showed us all of Pakistan that there is to see. Besides the very north and the very south, he's shown us like everything there is, which we're really grateful for. And without him, we wouldn't have had a lot of the fun and a lot of the same memories that we do have right now. So yeah, it's so dope. And yeah, man, there was a time yesterday we were watching a horror movie, me and my cousins, and Dina obviously was there too, and we were watching a horror movie, and it was like this stupid movie. It's called Killer Under the Bed or something like that. And we wanted to watch like a movie that's appropriate for my cousins because they're still young, But after we finished that movie, my uncle comes into the room, and me and Dina are still in the room. And he sits down, and it's like this really dope thing. It's like like the dad talk, but not as in like just a dad and like a boy, but like a father to his kids. That's the type of talk that this was. And I'm not going to go too much into detail about like what was actually said, but my uncle is amazing at talking. Like he's really wise. He's seen a lot of what this world is, obviously, because he's lived a long life, and he's not calling him old, but I'm just saying that he's lived a while. He's seen things, and he wants to help us out because he's been here longer than we have, and obviously that's what family, that the family does that. They want to help you out. They want to guide you to the correct path. So he sits me down, and me and Dina are sitting there, and we're talking with him. And Dina is a genius, okay? I'm just going to say that right now. Dina is like one of the smartest people I know. Dina's my sister, by the way, for people who don't know. You can find her podcast episode somewhere. It's my most viewed video called A Genuine Person. Anyways, she is like she's 22, but she's literally like ahead of her time, She's smart. She's amazing. She's really good at planning and seeing. She's just man, I don't know, she's just really smart. So my uncle obviously sees that. He's really good at reading people and knowing who they are deep down, and we're really close to his heart. He knows that I can tell that he really loves us, and likewise us with him, because we can also read that too. We can read who he is and how he treats us and how he loves us. Anyways, so he knows that Dina is a lot more mature than I am, obviously, because I'm 3 years younger, and I'm also a dude. And another thing that he says is like women mature faster than men, and I think that's really true. If you think about it, if you think about dudes stay in like this like kind of past mentality, like they stay young for a longer time than women do. So yeah, we were talking, and he was saying that he sees that I'm not at the same stage as Dina, and Dina's a lot farther ahead than me, and I still have a lot of maturing to do. And when I heard that, right, the immediate reaction was, what? You're wrong. But in the moment, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, he's actually right. And that was really, really deep for me, because I haven't really thought about that, We let our egos, we stroke our own egos, we like to tell ourselves that, we're smarter than we really are, or we're better than we really are. And that's something that I'm guilty of. And it wasn't until a couple days ago when we had that conversation that I started to really question that part of me and think like, maybe I'm not as mature as I thought I was, or I think I am. Maybe because like there is a part of me that tries to tell myself that, I'm really smart, and I'm obviously really, and that I'm really ahead of my time, because I get that. Like, I'm not trying to be cocky, okay? but I get that from some of my teachers and adults in my life. I don't know. I've just that's something that I've received, a compliment that I've received. But I was humbled by my uncle telling me that, and I think it was really a really good thing that he said, because he knows how to read people, and yeah, I needed that, I needed that reminder that I'm not as smart or as mature as I think I am, and I still have a lot more development to go. And with these podcasts, you have seen that. I think you have. If you've been watching for a long time, you've seen my development throughout these last 9 months. Freaking, oh my god, Dina's over there watching me. But what was I saying? Sorry. But yeah, that's how life is. Life is all about an upward spiral of growth like this. And I've got a lot left to go. Despite me thinking that, I'm this wise, all-knowing kid, that's not how it is. And I still have to develop and grow and stuff. And when I heard my uncle telling me that, I really had to put my ego aside, because if I let my ego, like when it's sort of a respectful thing to do for when someone's giving you advice. Personally, I'm a really open-minded person. Like, if you want to criticize me, like constructively criticize, or you want to tell me where I went wrong, or tell me that I don't do X thing and I should do Y thing, I'm going to be really open-minded to that. I'm not going to just automatically cross you off as someone who's like my enemy. I personally think I'm an open-minded person. So when I heard him, because he's trying to help me, right? That I got to keep that in mind, that despite me, I might interpret this as something hostile, like a red flag. I have to go into defense mode. That's not how it should be, because I know that, again, that my uncle has a genuine love for me. This guy is one of the, outside of my family, he's within the top 2 people that I love the most and respect the most, because he's an amazing person. And my family, we also recognize that he is a really good person. So when I hear that, you still have this to do, the immediate reaction is to become defensive. But I have to take that part of me and shove that aside, my ego aside, and have to, try to listen and understand, maybe he's right. I should take his advice, because I know, again, that he's trying to help me. And yeah, just building off of that, one other thing I've been trying to do, and this is something that, as a kid, when you go on a vacation, when you're young, all you want to do is the physical things, have fun, go to this place, do this thing. And obviously that's still something that's important in vacations, because that's one of the biggest motivations of, making a vacation and planning one, is to have a physical experience that's different from your own, because that's good for your mental health, right? And obviously that is a motivation for why we came here. But the thing is that one other motivation that I have that in recent years has been, I wouldn't say bigger than the physical part, but really important, is that I really want to listen. And a lot of the time, you always feel like you want to talk and you want to show people who you are, and you want to have, that attention on you. But I also think that listening is equally as important as speaking or talking. I've really been trying to listen to my family here, and hear what they have to say, and especially with the kids too, my cousins. I really want to, even though they're kids, I still want to give them that attention and make them feel like they're important. Because I do love my cousins, right? I wanna have like an open ear to them and make them feel like, this person has come from so far away on the world. This person has come so far from the other side of the world, and they're making me feel important by listening to me. And I think that listening to people in general is just so important for not only for learning, but again, making people feel important and it being a genuine expression of love, that you're devoting your energy to listening to this person. I'm not just doing it because I want to take advantage of them or make them, I think you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, listening is really important, and I've been trying to do more of that lately to not only help me but help others, because it's also important for me to take something away from these vacations that's not just physical, and that's what talking with my uncle and talking with my cousins has been doing, and my aunt. You're taking a step back by listening, and that doesn't make you weak. If you think that, if you think you talk more than you listen because it might seem like a weakness, that's not true. I would argue that by taking a step back and listening to people, that is like the stronger thing to do, like the more courageous thing to do, is to sit back and listen and really take people's advice and try to learn. But yeah, was that all I wanted to talk about here? I wanted to keep this episode short because obviously it's a vacation, and this is the one time in the entire trip so far where like right now everyone's pretty much busy. So I figured I'd just come here and make like a 25-minute episode and just talk about, where I'm at right now. But yeah, man, I'm just so happy that I'm finally out of Calgary, because I was studying for so long, and freaking from September to April, man, like it takes a toll on you at some point. And having this break and this journey across the world will be really good for me, because obviously, like when I come back from a vacation, I always feel like I've grown so much, and that's really just because of the people you meet and like the physical change that you experience, and you feel like you take away a lot of things. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I don't know. I think everyone loves vacations and they learn a lot from it. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat breakfast now, and after I eat breakfast, I'm gonna go swimming with my cousin. There's like a hotel like right over there, and they have this outdoor pool. There's this pool too, which we swam in, and I made a lot of videos on the GoPro with it. GoPro in this pool, and I've also used this GoPro for like every place that we've gone to, right? And I made some cool videos. I want to make it like a compilation, and if you look on my second channel, I have some video, like a video of me riding a horse, and I'm gonna be uploading more videos, but just probably when I come back to Canada from this vacation, because I think I should spend more time with my family rather than doing this and putting my energy on my YouTube channel, So yeah, that's that, man. Thank you for listening or watching, and I'm going to Pakistan next. Just spoiler alert. I'm going to be going to Pakistan, and right now I'm in Bahrain and then Pakistan, and then by the end of May we'll be back in Canada, inshallah. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got to hear me ramble a bit about my vacation here. And yeah, I will see you again in the next video.